After being called bald one too many times, I finally decided I was going to end it all. I hopped on a plane to Turkey where I'll be getting a hair transplant. The savings compared to getting the procedure done in the States is so significant that I was able to do some sightseeing adventures before my operation. I went to a Michelin star restaurant and had a 7-course meal. I checked out a spot for sunrise called Sunrise Point, and sure enough, it had a good view of the sunrise. But the main adventure I wanted to go on before my hair transplant was a place called Pamukkale. I had seen beautiful photos and videos of the sun rising over the hill and mineral water cascading down the pools that formed naturally. So I got up at 4 a.m. to drive for 3 hours to be one of the first people there. The sun had already risen by the time I got there, but I still had high hopes that it would be great. The parking lot also had a lot more cars than I expected, but that's okay. I learned 2 things when I got out to the mineral water. Most of the pictures I'd been looking at were actually sunset, and they were mislabeled, and the water only flows over the whole thing during the rainy season, which is winter. I still was able to make the best of my visit by going to the Cleopatra antique pools. Swimming in this ancient ruin made the whole trip worth it for me. I also got in a quick workout at this ancient theater that I actually remember from an art history class I took. I enjoyed a whole grilled fish for dinner while watching the sunset. And initially they didn't serve it with the head.
So no head?
But I paid for it, so they brought me a different fish head, which I found very delicious. Finally, the day came that I'd be heading back to Istanbul to get my procedure done. After the procedure, I won't be able to swim for 6 weeks, so I savored every last minute I could of playing in the water.
Alright guys, I just finished having fun being a tourist. Now it's time for me to go to the airport, and I fly Turkish Airlines to go to Istanbul. Began my procedure. A little nervous, but excited and interested to see how the process will go.
My brothers.
Okay, this is definitely one of the nicest hotels I've ever stayed in. I wouldn't even get this for myself, but I think when you come with Elite Hair, they put you up here basically. I'll go over the price stuff later, but what I found is that you save like 10 grand by coming here and having this like super luxe experience versus if you got the operation in the States. So I just think it's totally worth it, which is why I'm doing it here and why I didn't try to do it in the States. But yeah, it's a hotel with a room. It's like a literal apartment because there's a separate room. I can even go out on my balcony out here and okay, there's not much to look at in the view. But I don't know, for people that like hotels and stuff, it's a pretty cool hotel. I think something that people may be nervous about, especially like Americans, is that you hear about like going overseas for an operation, and so then it seems sketchy. But the way that I've always thought about it is that these places, they do the procedures so much more often, and they've figured out the science so much more deeply by doing so many reps. You know, a surgeon in America might have done it 100 times, but then the surgeon here might have done it 1,000 times. And so I feel like because of all that experience, it can be better. When I went, it felt like any doctor's office I'd ever been to. Like it looked as clean as doctor's offices normally do. Like not perfect, but it was clean. They understood me really well. Like eventually the topical medicine would wear off or whatever, and I'd be like, hey, it's like starting to feel agitated, and they would put more topical on and check in with me and make sure that it was pain-free and then proceed.
So, since when do we have hair loss?
Probably 25.
25 years?
Yeah, no.
Since you are 25?
8 years.
Okay. Someone in the family with the same father?
Yeah, my dad and my mom's dad.
Oh, mother's side and your father.
Yeah.
Have you been operated before? Anything like appendix, knee operation?
Yeah, I had back surgery.
Back surgery? Okay. Anything else?
Shoulder surgery.
Anything else?
You mean just times where I was put under? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just those. Yeah.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Alcohol?
Yes.
The blood results we get tomorrow.
Right.
Actually today, but don't have to wait for 3-4 hours. Okay, we will end it out tomorrow. Call it tricolor, the analyzer with the camera that has enlarged.
Yeah.
The results. What's important for us is first of all the thickness. We have 2 donor areas. The one on the sides, and the most important on the back of your head. This is over the ears, and this is on the neck, on the back of your head.
Yeah.
The thickness is 65 and 67, an average of 66. Or average numbers, what we expect is 50. You're over the average.
Okay, good.
Double grafts. That means 2 hair from 1 follicle is 32 and 29.
Yeah.
The average number that we expect is 20. You're also over the average with this one. Very good.
Awesome.
Yeah. 7 and 14, an average of 10, 11.
Yeah.
10 and 10 is the average. So that means also the hair analysis is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are no obstacles for the operation. Here, down the name. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown will come in Turkey in any chair. I will give a trip, hotel transfer.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good.
Yeah. So,
As you know, we did 6 different kinds of the test.
right.
As a pre-test. The first one is electrocardiography. Your electrocardiography is good. You don't have any problem. Test number 2 was infection disease, hepatitis C, hepatitis B, HIV, and syphilis.
Yeah.
It's also good. Test number 3 was about hair losing test. We checked everything about the hair, like hormones, minerals, vitamins, to find any reason can make hair losing. But as I see here, everything is good. If we take it down, we'll use a lot of grafts in the front and will not have enough grafts for the crown because you have big top. It's more than 100 square centimeters.
Yeah.
So we need here about 3,000 grafts.
I think what you have is good.
If you want, we can take from your beard also. So we can go up to 5,000, 5,500 grafts.
Do the hairs from the beard look weird, or do they grow like normal hair when they're...
Yeah, it's look different a little bit, but we separate it. It's
Right.
about 10%.
Okay.
So not anybody can see that.
Yeah.
We separate it between the grafts.
And then does my beard look weird afterwards?
Yeah, no any problem. After 1 week, no anybody can see anything.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't look
It
weird.
don't make any scars, don't make any problems for you here.
Okay.
About 50% of our patients.
Yeah, I saw people with the itch.
So this is your nose and your ears.
Oh, yeah.
On the front part, we will put 2,500 grafts. Hair density will be high.
Yeah.
The little hair that we put in a tie, we will not put any grafts.
Yeah.
You already have enough hair.
Yeah.
And there are 2 other parts. We will put equally 150.
These are the side.
Exactly,
Okay.
sides.
So he's just there blasting me. It's like a assembly line with the nurses and the surgeon, and I feel absolutely nothing up top. The rest of me feels normal. I don't feel like medicated, but they have the topical numbing, and so I'm not feeling the injection at all, or the placement of the graft. And yeah, it's easy. The only thing it is boring because you just have to wait here for a long time, but they're going really quick. So it'll be over soon, and I got the rest of the crew keeping me company, so it's going good.
Yeah.
So I ended up deciding to use the deep sleep method, even though I was a little bit hesitant about it. I just felt like it would be easier to get all of the painful part over with without having to be aware of it. I've had some bad experiences with going under for injuries that I've had that I needed surgery for, but this was like totally different. Like I I was like sitting there, the anesthesiologist came in and he hooked me up with the IV, and then when he started administering the series, I was like, whoa, I'm getting sleepy. And then 2 seconds later, I was like out. And then I just remember waking up and, you know, being kind of funny and saying dumb questions and stuff. And then after like 5 minutes, I felt like normal again. Like I didn't feel like I had just taken something that made me feel weird. It made it so that I didn't have to feel them putting in the topical numbing, which I think can hurt a lot. I'm assuming they use lidocaine, and in the past when I've had lidocaine shots, it like hurts a lot when they're putting it in. Obviously feels fine afterwards once you have the topical numbing, but yeah, getting through that without having to feel it was like way nicer. And it was really cool to see them like using the math and the scientific analysis of my hair, which, you know, you like as a normal person, you just look at it and it's like, yeah, there's just a bunch of hair there. How do we take some of the hair and put it somewhere else? And but they know how to do that. So then after that, it was pretty much like they wrote the plan for how the surgery would go, and then they sent me down to surgery, and just like that, we were getting started. They had me sit in the operating table, got me hooked up to the various machines, blood pressure check, all that, and then put me under, and then started the procedure. And when I woke up, they were still putting the topical numbing into my scalp, like 10 hours or something. It was pretty intense. I can't lie. It's like a marathon. So you got to be ready to be tough for 9 or 10 hours if you're getting a lot of them. I mean, if you're only getting like 2,000 plugs, it's going to be a lot quicker. But for the amount that I was getting, it was definitely a long day. And so then today we did the ozone therapy, which was cool. And what I forgot to add yesterday at the end of the treatment, they gave me a PRP from blood that they drew, and the platelet-rich plasma that they injected back into my scalp. And I'm going to continue for the next 6 months getting that every month to make sure that I maximize the benefit of this procedure, because I think the worst thing that I could do would be to like come all this way and go through all this effort and then not carry out all of the ending steps that they've given me to make sure that I get the best results. I feel like that's so important to follow the guidelines of the doctors and of the whole elite clinic. So now I just have to get ready to go home, and I'll start the next process of doing all that follow-up care and waiting to watch my hair grow and see how it looks. And for anyone else that wants their hair back, I highly recommend it. My awesome team. Thank you guys. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, here's the vibe for sleeping tonight. I will literally be sleeping in an Aloha shirt because it's nice to not have to pull it over my head with all this stuff. So yeah, and this is the only one that I brought, so might be wearing it for 3 days straight. Kind of gross, but I feel like better than damaging anything up here, so I'm just gonna rock with it. It's really comfortable, super soft, so I'm good with that at least, and I'll just put on extra deodorant or something. But yeah, I'm hoping that I sleep well. Okay, so here's the sleep mode for night 1. Last night was night 0 when I was all bandaged up. So I'm gonna have this around my neck. This also goes around my neck as the headband I was wearing all day today. I'm pretty sure you take it off while you sleep. I don't fully understand the mechanics of it. Maybe give your head a little bit of relief because that pressure is killing me. Manageable, of course. So now I'm gonna try to get some sleep. I have a flight that I need to leave from the hotel tomorrow at 3 a.m. So kind of crazy. And then I'm only a couple hours away from seeing Brittany, so I'm really excited.
So the thing that I know that everybody is waiting for, how much did the whole thing cost and how does it compare to doing it in the US? So my procedure, just the hair transplant, was 3,900 euros. I got 5,700 grafts, which is a crazy amount. I got the PRP treatment, that was 180 euros at their facility. I got the ozone, that's 90 euros at their facility. And by the way, I looked at prices to do these things in the US, and it was like $500 or $600 to do PRP in the US. So I'm kind of freaking out that I'm gonna have to pay that now that I'm back here. The hotel that I stayed at was 300 euros per night. You don't have to stay there. That's like an upgrade thing that you can do. If you're doing the treatment, I'm pretty sure they let you stay at the hospital for free. They give you like a decent room, and I don't know the food situation there, but it's like a good enough place. And then so if you want to be cheap, you can just stay right at the Elite Hair Clinic. You don't have to get driven around, anything like that. It makes it super easy. Okay, so if you want to get it done in the US, this is what it's going to cost you. It's hard to find an exact price because most of these places, like if you look on their website, they're going to say email us for a quote because they want to get in contact with you so that they can make their sale, obviously. So I had to do some searching around. I had to find other people that talked about their procedure like how I am right now. And what I found is that people are saying that per graft was $3 to $10. That's per graft. And that's doing the FUE thing that I did where they like rotoscope the hair follicle out and put it somewhere else. And so my surgery with 5,700 grafts, that could have cost 57 grand. That's insane to me. Now, I'm sure that mine would have come in at the low end of the averages, so it would have been more like 15, 20, but it's crazy to look at the comparison. So my grand total cost, including all of the fun tourism stuff that I did, comes out to about 11 or 12,000, depending on the euro conversion right now. So the savings is incredible, not to mention the fine workmanship done by the surgeon, as well as the fun trip that I got to go on in Turkey. So overall, if I had to make the decision again where I wanted to get my hair done, like if in a couple years I want to get more, whatever it is, I think I would still go back to Turkey. And for you guys that watched all the way to the end, I'm gonna do one more hair check before I finish editing and post this video. Tomorrow will be exactly 4 weeks after I got the surgery. So this is what it's gonna look like after 4 weeks. I have to say, I'm super happy with it. I've gotten a ton of compliments, and it's really exciting. I can't wait to see how it all grows in, and you guys make sure to stay tuned so that you can see my updates, and I'm gonna keep posting about it. And yeah, I'm psyched that I got to do this. So thanks to Elite Hair, and thanks to you guys for watching. That's all the stuff we saw. Bye. One more thing before I crawl out of my editing hole. If you guys want to get your hair done at Elite Hair in Turkey like I did, use the link below. It's in the description, and they'll get you set up, and just tell them that you want the VIP treatment like what I got, and everything is going to go great for you, and you'll get a full head of hair like I'm going to get in 12 months, they say, for final results. So I cannot wait, and we'll see next September exactly what my hair looks like. I'm hoping for a luscious mane of fur up there. It's going to be great.